Hey guys, it's Henya. Today is not gonna be a really happy video. I am currently in Auschwitz-Birkenau, which is a concentration and extermination camp here in Poland. It's like something that's like super important to me to do, and I'm really like emotional about this whole thing for obvious reasons. You know, I'm Jewish and Israeli, and I didn't get to come here, you know, like other people do when they're in school, because I never had the money. So now I can finally afford it and you know, experience this and all that stuff. So you can't do a lot of filming, so I'm gonna do my best to show you guys. Hopefully the rest of the video would be a bit more positive, but this is obviously not gonna be the most happy Henya video, so hope you guys are prepared for that. If you guys are ready, let's get this video started.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit symbolic, because we can see the end of the railway, and the end of the railway nowadays is a symbolic end of life. Once again, remember that those people that went through the ramp, they didn't see the end of the railway. They thought that the rails are going all the way that way, and this is only a stop for them. But just as we know, in this moment, it wasn't like this. They were murdered in the crematorium buildings. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that the ones that survived the transport was so exhausted that the only thoughts that they had was to have something to drink, to eat, to rest a little bit. There was a lot of guards, Sonderkommando, people with guns, people with dogs, people disorientated. They didn't know what will happen with them. So they went completely blind to the undressing room, put the belongings. The Nazis told them, hurry up, because your soup is going to get cold. People believed in it. They went inside, undressed, and ladies and gentlemen, actually that was the end, because from that point there was no return. So the longest roll call that we know about was about, ile było to godzin?
20, prawie 20.
Almost 20 hours, ladies and gentlemen. People are supposed to stand here, sometimes in uncomfortable positions, no matter what weather. So, for example, when there was minus 20, they were standing here also at that weather.
So the tour is over and we're just sitting here drinking some tea and like processing, as if you can even process such a thing. I feel so disgusting. I feel so... I don't even have the words. I feel really bad. I feel... yeah. It's hard to imagine things like this happen. Alright, we are back in Krakow, finally, and we are starving. I met a friend on the tour. Would you like to say hi?
Hi,
Ni hao. And I'm gonna take her to eat some vegan food. I hope you don't mind.
I don't mind you.
So we're gonna go to the place I went to yesterday, which I still can't pronounce. It's that vegan burger place, and it's so good. Plus it's right next to our hostel, so that's always great, because lazy people. Plus we walked a lot today, so let's do this. Yeah, this is the main square. I know that now after I got a little tour from the girl we met yesterday. Okay, let me figure out where we gotta go. I think it's the street that reminds me of Tomato. Hold up. Alright, so today I'm trying the tofu burger. See if it's any better than the seitan. Wish me luck. I think the tofu is much better than the seitan. Definitely recommend the tofu. And it's so good. Alright, so I'm back in my hostel. I just kind of like wanted to process with you guys the whole thing today. At the concentration and extermination camp. I've been to one before in Germany, and that's when I finally like realized, like started to like understand, because it's very hard to comprehend such vast mass murder and like injustice. It's very hard to like what makes anyone do such thing. Because, you know, as an Israeli, as a Jewish, I grew up on learning about the Holocaust, everything they talked about today. Like, I knew the names, I knew the people, I knew the places, I knew everything. Like, we learned this since day one. Like, I learned about like the little dungeons where they put like 4 people at one place until they like choked it. Like, everything there I learned, but seeing it live is just, it's next level. Like, it's unbelievable. It's so hard to fathom that horrible things like that happen. But then at the same time, you know, you think, okay, it's over, we're like in a better place in the world right now. But then, you know, if you look at the state animals are going through and what they have to endure, I don't see much difference, and I know I'm gonna get so much hate for comparing animals to humans and all that stuff, but in my opinion, in my belief, animals have the right to live just as much as humans do. Humans, dogs, cats, cows, chickens, fish, they all have the right to live. And a lot a lot of the things that were described in this tour today, like, you know, humans living on their own shit and lots of people at the same barracks, you know, 1,000 people in like the tiniest place ever, no conditions whatsoever, no nothing, just, you know, work themselves to death and then, you know, cremated, or, you know, die in the gas chambers, murdered in the gas chambers and all that stuff. Like, those are techniques, maybe not the gas chambers, but those are techniques that are very, very similar to what's going on with animals in factory farms. And I just wish that if there's anything we can learn from this, is to always remember and to implement on other aspects of our society, of the way we live our lives. And to me, that definitely resonates with veganism. I think our compassion and understanding towards suffering should be implemented to everyone in this world, including animals, including people. Like, there's a lot of human horrors that are happening in today's world as well that no one is talking about, which is a big shame. But yeah, I feel like it should be implemented in all aspects of life, and just, you know, stop fighting with each other, stop having wars, stop abusing and using other countries and other nationalities and other people in general. Same goes for animals, stopping the abuse, mass torture, and mass murder of animals as well. And I just wish that if there's anything you can take from this video, is that everyone deserves the right to live, and that back then these people didn't think that this was wrong. Back then it was an insult to be compared to a Jew, to be compared to a homo or a lesbian, or to be compared to a gypsy. To them it would be like the worst insult ever, you know, like the same as we think today, oh, but Henya, you can't compare humans to animals, like how can you do that? But obviously I'm comparing humans to animals because we all suffer in the same way. We all feel pain, we all want to live, we all want to thrive and be happy. And so yeah, just wanted to put that out there as well as part of the conclusion for today's tour. I am probably gonna go to bed. I didn't sleep all night like yesterday because I was just so stressed. Well, I'll probably have cake and then go to bed because that's just me. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope it was somewhat informative, and yeah, I don't know.
My childhood years in the Warsaw Ghetto, where almost my entire family was murdered, along with about 350,000 other Polish Jews. And people sometimes will ask me whether that experience had anything to do with my work for animals. It didn't have a little to do with my work for animals. It had everything to do with my work for animals.
Linking the human Holocaust to our treatment of animals has long sparked controversy, disgust, and outrage. Opponents view the connection as belittling and disrespecting the experience of Holocaust victims and survivors. But what do we say when those making this connection are themselves survivors?